Oh my gosh, I can already start to see the changes behind me. This was not here when I came up with the Singapore Flyer in 2010. We're in Singapore. I am so excited to be back in Singapore because the last time I was here was 9 years ago. That's right. 9 years, 2010, I was in Singapore. It was one of my first ever destinations I ever visited. And so for this video, I thought a really cool thing to do would be to kind of revisit some of the places that I went to the first time I was in Singapore and see how it's changed over the last 9 years. I mean, you can see the first change literally right behind me. The Marina Bay Sands. These 3 buildings were not here. They were still under construction when I first came to Singapore. So that's change number 1.
So Nadine, I'm pretty sure you did a video recently about how revisiting places you've been to in the past was one of your biggest disappointments.
Things are never really as great the second time around. Guys,
What's going on?
Merlion! Look, I was like really excited to see my Merlion and I was like, where is it? Oh, I can't find it. Oh yeah, right there. It's behind the scaffolding. Well, if you didn't see that video, my 5 biggest travel disappointments, well, this is a good time to go do that because chalk one up for the books.
You just like Photoshop a cutout of the Merlion in front of the scaffolding.
I am going to attempt to recreate this photo, even though there is no Merlion to be seen. But you know what? C'est la vie. So although we didn't see the big one that was right there, there is literally a smaller version like 50 meters away from it. And it looks pretty much just like that one. So I guess I should explain a little bit of the significance of the Merlion. So the Merlion is made of 2 parts. It's a mermaid tail, like a fish tail, and a lion top end. The fish tail is a homage to Singapore's humble roots. So it started as a fishing village, and the lion's head represents Singapore's original name, which is Singapura, which in Malay means Lion City. Wait, where is he?
He's the big scaffolding thing. You can't miss him.
I know. So that's where we came from. There's our lion, and we walked all along the bridge and over to here, and we still have a wee little bit of walking left to go till we get to our next destination. Wow, guys. So this is all new. I don't know what that is, but that whole sculpture, those buildings there, that is also all new. This was all under construction. Last time I was here, it was just scaffolding and rods.
The biggest, like, I guess Ferris wheel, I wouldn't really call it a Ferris wheel though. It's like,
Alright guys, so we are now on the attraction that I feel like we're gonna see the biggest change here in Singapore, and that is the Singapore Flyer, mainly because we're gonna get a bird's eye view of Singapore, including, as you can see, oh my gosh, I can already start to see the changes behind me. This huge, massive structure behind me. So this is Gardens by the Bay. This was not here when I came up with the Singapore Flyer in 2010. This whole area did not exist. It was all under construction. It was brown and kind of mucky and not very pretty to look at. But for now, let's just look around and do some comparison shots.
Take it back. You can't go back and take it back. Yeah, you can't go back and take it back.
So while you're checking out the gardens over there, I'm checking out the F1 track, which is right here along the water. I think it's every September they have Formula 1 Grand Prix right here through the streets of Singapore. And right here, just beside the flyer, you can see the starting grid. And
Oh yeah, those are all the like...
Yeah, the lines where the cars line up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna come back for the Formula 1 race, right? September? We'll be back?
I mean, yes, I'm down. We just have to get tickets. How hard is it to get tickets? If you guys have a Formula 1 hookup, let us know. So when I first went on the Singapore Flyer in 2010, it was at that time the largest, what would you say, Ferris wheel observation wheel in the world. But that has now since been passed in 2014 with the Las Vegas High Roller.
The Vegas High Roller is only 9 feet higher. So it's like,
oh man, that's like nothing. So not only is there a ton more gardens, there is a bunch of extra buildings over there. Like a lot of those buildings didn't exist. There's not that many of them. So Singapore has really built itself up in the last 9 years.
You can't go back and take it back. You can't go back and take it
Our next revisit. This is Sentosa Island. It is the Singapore beach resort galore. There is a lot of things that you can do here on the island. It is kind of like a family fun area of activities, a lot of which didn't actually exist the first time I went here. Mainly the Universal Studios, which is a huge theme park. It just opened up their soft launch, I think, in the month that I visited. I pretty much just hung out at Palawan Beach, which is where we are currently. This is Palawan Beach, this is Palawan Island, which is actually the southernmost tip of continental Asia. So obviously I took a photo by this exact sign, which looks identical. Like literally nothing has changed on this sign.
You can't go back.
So let's go check out the beach 9 years later. All right, I got another photo to recreate here. This one is on the beach. As you can see, there's actually a little bit less beach than there used to be. It's kind of like this fake grass now. And actually the tide is out. So before the tide was in, now it's out. But my trees are still here and the rocks are still here. Pictures recreated, success.
is it busier here than it was 9 years ago?
Yes,
Yeah?
a lot busier. I guess there's just generally more things to do here now.
It's funny though, because like this beach is super busy where we're at, but then like right across the water, there's a whole ton of empty beach.
You can't go back and
It's the end of our Sentosa Island experience, but there is many more things you could do here on the island, including more beaches. There is an aquarium, a casino. Oh yeah, Universal Studios, Sentosa Island. There's like water parks for kids.
Lots of beaches.
Lots of beaches. Odd man, there's lots of things. So you could spend probably multiple days here just doing the activities.
you can't go back and
So we were planning on heading out to do some more stuff tonight, but we are pretty exhausted and I feel like we've kind of hit all the major spots that I really wanted to go back to. So I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. That wasn't everything that I did in Singapore last time I visited. There's actually several more things, but a lot of them are really far out of the city or like out of the main central downtown core that we're kind of at. But I think you kind of get the gist of it, reliving and seeing the biggest changes I feel like were in that harbor area. I think Singapore in general is just really built up a lot. There is a lot more things to do and see now, to see and do now, I guess. And there's a lot more people doing those, which makes sense because if you build it,
They will come.
So I've really enjoyed reliving the past. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And tomorrow we are gonna go do some stuff I haven't done. Gardens by the Bay. So stoked. It's gonna be awesome. So you'll see that in the next video.
Catch you guys later. I'm gonna go lie on the beach or something. All right, bye guys.
you can't go back and take it back. You can't go back and
Okay guys, I'm yawning.
Fake yawns. Fake yawns.
That was a real yawn.
Fake yawn.
It's late, and by late I mean 8:30.